everyone. This is Joshua Stewart, host of Autism Corner. I'd like to introduce my co-host Tyler Havlicek. Say hi, Tyler.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? Welcome to this special edition podcast where we have some exciting news for Autism Corner and Circle.
So yeah, Tyler, you told me you went to a advocacy conference today for free. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so I went to Bethpage, the headquarters of Family Residence and Essential Enterprises, and we went to an advocacy steering committee. First one I ever went to. Supposedly they had these for a while now. And it's just basically to catch up, get some ideas of events going on and everything else like that. So there was a section of brainstorming where we spent like an hour of like just talking about anything, promoting your groups or whatever. So I told them a lot about Autism Circle and Autism Corner, how we have a podcast. And I told them what we do. They loved it so much that Free Family Residence wants to help us out, get the word out, and potentially have us as official partner of SANI's, the statewide advocacy organization.
That would be so cool. That would be so cool.
Yeah, so they're going to help us facilitate conversations that will get us there. And they want to try to get our group more involved in their group, and we want to do interagency type of stuff where we partner with different agencies in advocacy and create a coalition of advocacy groups that work together and partner. It's a big partnership.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Tyler.
Yeah, so that was really, really big news that they were so interested in what we did, our podcast. I told them about our podcast, website, and I'm going to be sending out emails to different people, just letting them know what the website is and everything else like that. And it was just a really great meeting. It was really like nothing I ever even was expecting. It was just a very productive meeting, and we talked about a lot. And we're gonna try to get some advocacy events in the local area that our group is in, the local area of like Middle Island and Ridge,
all that. Like I said, this is pretty cool, Tyler, and exciting because we never thought we'd get this big, this quick.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of hard work on both our parts, and like you said in your video you did on your YouTube. Yeah, I thank you for all your work you've done for me as a dedicated partner to me. I thank all our team on Autism Circle for all the people who helped us get to where we are today.
Yes, and that's very happy emotions running through me because, from what we were just 9 years ago when I started in 2014, I wasn't the original founder, but, and I want to thank Tim. I want to thank Tim for help working with Josh and starting this, because if it wasn't for Tim and Josh as the original founders, I wouldn't be where I am today with Josh and Autism Circle. Yeah, so thank you, Tim. Thank you. I never met you before, but thank you so much for starting this with Josh, because it's just been wonderful.
Tim actually comes now every Wednesday if he can make it. He always comes out, so he's been coming. He does because he works time. He doesn't have time to join on the meeting, so that's But he does try to come to the group on Wednesday, so he's been more active on that. I'm happy because we have one of our original founders coming to our meetings.
Yeah, definitely. And just the whole leadership team and the executive team. It wasn't easy 8 years ago. Our group was out of control, and there was fights, drama. It's come to almost a complete halt. We still have some issues, but
we did.
Our group has been so much better, like 99% better. Yeah, and we're actually at a point now where we can actually start really gripping the advocacy field and just start growing, Yeah. And our logo, as you can see behind Josh, is literally a tree of growth.
Yeah.
It's like one leaf turns into two to three and it just keeps on growing.
Yeah, so you see that this is the Autism Corner. I think this is the Autism Corner, or I don't know which logo this is.
Yeah, we have the same logo for both,
Because
but
they're
just
both. Because like I said, Autism Corner, our
yeah,
podcast is a brand, of off-brand of. It's like a sub-brand of
it's
Autism
subsidy.
Circle.
Yeah,
And I love this thing. I really love what we do.
yeah.
And like you said, Tyler, we've come a long way. Our group. We have problems. We also teach love and forgiveness in our group.
Oh yeah, definitely. And no group and organization is ever going to be perfect. But I kind of came in like 9 years ago, and I didn't really know anything about running an organization. I was very new to this. Josh taught me a lot, and it's just been a
Tell them
blessing.
about a little about your adventures, how you actually had your own advocacy thing at sometimes, and you've actually found that you were better off working with mine. Tell them about your little ventures you've done with your advocacy.
Yeah, it was I started like my own advocacy group, a small group of free. That's how I got involved with advocacy. And then I tried to start mine multiple times, and it just wasn't worth. It's better to be a part of something than to actually be something. I've always found out, and even the professionals will tell me, it's very hard to be something. It's very easy to be a part of something,
Yeah, Tyler really feels a part of this, and I really am thankful to have him on my team. Like I said, Tyler, you are my best friend, and you'll always be my BFF for life. And we'll always, no matter where we are in life, we'll always be working together.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we are still young. When we're going to be doing this for many years.
Yes, and I pray that we keep funding for a long time, because and
like I said, this advocacy venture is only happening because of the finance that we get from the state. The more money that the agencies get, the more we can thrive, and the more we can do these fun activities and these fun advocacy groups. Because without the state, we wouldn't be where we are. A service coordinator at the meeting told me, "What would you do if you didn't have what you have?" And I honestly, I froze up. I was speechless. I was like, I don't know what I would do. I would probably be out on the streets. I don't know. I literally just froze up because I didn't know how to answer that.
Yeah, that's a tough question, because even though I have a place to go, I have to worry about my fiance, because there's a lot of people, they have parents, but the parents don't want them to come home. They don't have the resources to take care of these people.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people have families that aren't even involved with them.
Yeah, and existing families, it's hard to take on another part of the family, as much as you want to, so
I know
it's
my
hard.
family said if anything ever happened to my funding, I probably would, if that question was asked me, I'd probably say I'd probably be with my family, but I wouldn't know what to do, because it would be boring, because I had no services, no help. I'd probably have no health care. I'd have health care through Home Depot.
Yeah.
I'd probably also have to work full time to get
and looking at it from like the outside, it is extremely hard to be independent of yourself, meaning that we have this huge support structure of OPWDD and these agencies helping us out, and we can be independent enough to the point where we can have fun and be with our friends and our families, and and still have our own organization and group and still be appreciated. Our group has grown tremendously. It started with like two or three members. Actually, started with Josh and Tim.
So me and Tim, we started originally. So if you want to know, before Bill, we were found. This organization was founded in 2012, and it was founded as Ability for Us, and changed many names until we found our final name, which was Autism Circle. But before we were founded, me and Tim started meeting up in 2010, Dean, and that was So technically, we've been doing this for 13 years this year.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be 13 years this year, and yeah, right. This month is the month was 13-year mark for when me and Tim officially started doing this. Finally, we brought Ian aboard, and that's when we came up with the Ability for Us name. Ian worked on that name.
Yeah, so even before I came in, there was a lot of groundwork that had to be done, and a lot of like, it's kind of like building a house. You build you build the basement, then you build the foundation, and then you build up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a tree. It starts from a seed and just grows. So
yeah, it was weird. It was fun. It was like I remember the beginning years of me and Tim hanging out. We would hang out. We'd meet every Wednesday. Well, no, it was originally Monday. We met every Monday, and we met every time we start. Our first meeting was January 2010.
Yeah.
At the Borders, at the old Borders that used to be in Sayville, next to Kmart and everything. But Kmart used to be and everything. And then but because it was too far for Tim, and Tim drove at the time, we would meet up every Monday at the Borders. We ended up finding our one destination where Borders at Sunnybrook.
Yeah, definitely.
Michael's now, and then when that closed, we moved over to Barnes Noble, and we worked there for a long time until we finally branched off and started going to Starbucks.
Yeah,
That's when Ian started to get very involved. When we were founded in 2012, Ian. That's when the beginning of years when Ian started making his mark on the company.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what's cool about this? And you don't really see this in a lot of. I mean, you see this in a lot of like advocacy groups, but not all of them. But people are very happy in our group. When we have the meetings, we are so happy and excited and hyper that we're loud, and we really like sometimes have to like really calm down but that's our group brings joy and happiness and and everything else, and I mean, every group can run how they like, but our group, for some reason, just everyone loves it, and it just brings so much happiness. And just, when I walk in that door in Starbucks, I'm like, yo, what up? And let the party start. And it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, what do people even think when they, what do people think when like, it's crazy, man.
But we have fun. We always have fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Some people may say, oh, you're being too loud, but you know what? The workers there, they love us. They, so.
Oh yeah, the workers at Starbucks in Selden definitely love us. They're okay with it. If someone there's a couple times people came up to us that were being too loud, but most of the time they don't. But if they do, we try to lower our voices and we
definitely be
we just have fun. We just are a type of group that loves to have fun when we meet up. And
definitely.
Even though we're supposed to be an advocacy meet up, I always tell people who are new, even though we try to be advocacy, we try to bring some points up, we try to help you, we mostly talk. And sometimes
we have fun. We have fun.
Yeah, we have fun. And sometimes like Ian comes to me for help to how to advocate. He comes to me for advice on how to advocate. So just sometimes that Ian comes to our group when he has a problem and he needs help with.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
we help him out. We listen to him. We give him advice, and like I said, we teach love. We teach happiness. We teach joy. We teach forgiveness. Everything, all the fundamentals we learned from our families growing up.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what makes our group unique.
Definitely. And we're a very positive group. Yeah. And like I said, yes, do we have issues? But every group has issues.
Yes, and when we have issues, if we have to remove someone, we remove them temporarily, and then we bring them back. We never remove someone permanently.
No.
We love everyone in our group has a unique place in our organization. That's how I look at it. Everyone is their own unique person, and without them, we'd be nothing. Even if
And Josh and I really are special together only because in the beginning we weren't sure. There was many points where we weren't sure if we could handle talking to each other because I don't know exactly why we used to always fight. Maybe we weren't used to each other, but we would always clash heads.
Tyler, tell them about the one time when we stopped talking and how you played a song. And
yes, I was on the bus and I was crying my eyes out, and I was like, yeah, that really that was a turning point. And I finally realized that it's
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's a song that it's a song that really meant something to me, because Josh would always forgive me. Meanwhile, I would always basically put it as like he was my punching bag, which should have never been. And he would always take the punches, and I would take him for granted.
Yeah,
and
look at how what happened to me on December 23rd, where I said that's why I tell everyone, be careful, because like I said, God works in very weird ways and teaches lessons in many ways. I learned a lot from that accident that me and my dad had.
Josh was in a potentially
deadly accident that could have been deadly if the airbag didn't go off on my end.
Definitely.
And I just know that, oh my God, like I told people that day when we were having problems in that group, I said, listen, guys, we got to get this together, because one day I may not be here. We can't guarantee what tomorrow. I always tell people, you got to live life like it's your last day on earth, because tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring.
And that's why I kept saying, guys, you can't take me for granted, because one day I may not be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I keep telling people, I plan to be here. I see me being here for many years, but that accident came out of nowhere, and
yeah.
But
yeah, so we're going places, we're going far, and hopefully we can get these partnerships together. People love what we're doing. They love our podcast. I really want to start getting our podcast out there more. And again, thank you for everyone that supported the podcast. We've been doing the podcast since we founded it.
This podcast started. The original podcast started as the advocacy show with Josh Stewart.
Yeah, because we found this app called Anchor. We found this free app called Anchor Podcast, and we loved it. We loved it. It was the easiest way to make podcasts.
Yeah, now we can upload videos to it.
Yeah, definitely. So
that's why we're recording this. And like I said, the thing is, this particular Awesome Corner was founded last year on July 4th.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, remember I started this podcast when we were trying to open Autumn Printing.
Printing. Josh, you want to know something?
Yeah.
The other night, I couldn't sleep because I was having some stomach issues. And I was actually going back I was listening to all the podcasts from last summer. It was like crazy.
Yeah, talked about the beginning and talked about a business you and I were trying to open, but it never went off. So the first episode we officially made this advocacy podcast was the What If.
Yes,
that was the first advocacy kickoff of Awesome Corner. That's when we shifted from business to advocacy.
Yeah.
It was fun. I really loved the ventures you and I've had over the past year.
Yeah, and now we have the web hosting. Free loves our web. Like they want us to get involved with their website. We'll see where that goes. But I
don't mind. I love helping. We need a pod page.
Yeah,
pod page.
And if you're an advocacy group that just started, that is listening to our podcast or watching us right now, please feel free to, or don't hesitate to contact us, and we will. Professional WordPress can tell you more.
Hold on, Todd. Somehow you froze. You froze for a moment. So what were you saying? I don't know if it was recording, but somehow you froze on your.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, I was just saying, don't hesitate if you're a new advocacy group, just beginning out. You want a website? Reach out to us. We'll make you a website. We have professional WordPress, unlimited everything, and we'll help you make a website. So
yeah, we don't mind spreading the wealth.
Yeah.
Like I always teach people, when I get money, I spread the wealth. I believe in spreading the wealth. I have everything I've ever wanted in my life. I don't need anything else. So anything I can do to help people, I will.
Definitely.
And before we end this podcast, we've done a very amazing podcast tonight. I really am happy and proud that we were able to make this 20 minutes long.
25.
It's almost 25 minutes. It says 20 minutes on the recording part.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what we're going to do, I'm going to say some things. If you want to support us, please feel free to donate to us through Anchor. You can go on our website at www.autismcorner.org, and you can find the support us on Anchor or Buy Me a Coffee, which we upload all our recent. Buy Me a Coffee is a cool platform where you can upload your podcast to, and you can support them to that. It's pretty cool. We don't have all our episodes on Buy Me a Coffee. We have most of our recent, but we are really working very hard to get our name out there. We really want to spread the news.
Yep. And we want people to be involved. Podcast is a very good thing in advocacy because you get to tell your story. You get to tell your expression. It's a good way to express advocacy news and advocacy and how you got involved, and it's pretty awesome. So
yeah. So Tyler,
and we want you to share our, if you like what we do and what we talk about, please share it to your friends and family. And get us out there. Yes, and subscribe. Yeah.
You can find us on many platforms. You don't have to listen to us on the website. You don't have to listen. You can listen to us on your favorite platform, whether it be Anchor.
Yeah, just search Autism Corner Podcast, and you'll find us.
Yep, and if you go to the website, we have all the links to all our platforms we're on. It's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
And so with that being said, till next time, you guys take care, and we'll see you next time.
Take care. Thank you.